So today we're going cherry picking, which is very exciting. We're going to Murphy's Farm out in Niagara County. The farm that we go to pick at every year is actually an Underground Railroad site. Caesar's coming with us, and we're going to meet up with my mom and Graham, so it should be a good day. Last night was not so hot for me. I'm in mid-second trimester, so I really shouldn't be getting sick anymore. And I was just up all night long. I woke up probably 3 or 4 times. I'm just super uncomfortable, so you know, a day in the life of a pregnant woman. But I'm feeling much better today, way more energetic, and it should be a good day. Hey guys, so today is our anatomy sonogram. We're very excited to see our little girl. Some verification that it is actually a girl. We found out early. We found out at 15 weeks almost. So it's just nice to hear again that we've been buying the right color all this time. Today is a bittersweet day, so we get to see our little girl, which we're so excited about. But it's also the anniversary of my father passing. I wish he was here with us today. I know he'd be so excited. He loved babies. He wanted to see his babies have babies. I just wish that he was here to share it with us, which I'm sure all of you can understand. So it's just taking it easy today. So our anatomy scan is in like a half hour, so I gotta get going. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Today was our 19-week anatomy scan, which went really well. She was working all over the whole time. She was going absolutely crazy, doing somersaults, kicking, moving her arms around, opening and closing her mouth. It was really sweet to see. So it was really exciting, and we had my mother-in-law join us, which was great. That was her first ultrasound that she could be part of. We got a million pictures. I'll show you guys up close. Everything looked good. She was moving around so much throughout the whole ultrasound that they couldn't get enough photos of the heart. So they got like 3 or 4 of a total of 6 that they like to get, they said, I guess. So we'll see. That's scheduled for 4 weeks from today, so she'll be a little bit bigger, so that's kind of exciting. We get an extra ultrasound. We got one little 3D one I'll have to show you. It's just so cool when you think about it. I mean, I always dreamed about having kids and wanted to have kids, but now that it's actually happening and all these flutters and kicks that I feel is her, it's just very, very exciting. Today, unfortunately, is the anniversary of my father passing. He's been gone 2 years now, and it just doesn't seem real. And I just know he would be really excited for David and I. I'm his little girl, and there's nothing like his little girl having a little girl, you know, so today is just a very bittersweet day for me. Very happy to see our little one, but you know, you just think like, what if, or it should have been. And I'm sure I'll say that for the rest of my life. I said that on my wedding day. I'll say that when she's born. I'll probably end up saying that forever now. Just because you always want your parents there. That's not something that you ever think will happen to you, and then it does, and it's just hard, you know. Normal life events continue on, and it's weird missing that person. So this past week was fun. It was actually a lot less eventful than usual, which is kind of nice. We've been running all summer long. Several birthdays, several parties. My family was in from out of town last week, so we were very busy with them, going on a lot of buffalo tours and stuff like that. It was really nice to slow down the pace for just a minute. before things get crazy again come fall. So this Saturday we went out cherry picking, which was fun. We went to Murphy Farms, which is a farm that I've gone to ever since I was little with my mom and my grandma. My mom made us the most delicious cherry pie ever, so thank you, Mom. It's just wonderful when you can take a weekend day that you have nothing to do and just drive. That drive out to Olcott, from Buffalo to Olcott, is so scenic and green and beautiful, and their farms. So it's just very peaceful, and we brought the dog and he had a blast. And those are the moments that I live for. Like, David and I just love going out. Actually, we prefer it to be nowhere. Like, we love the drive out to camping and love being at camping just because it's so quiet and so serene, and you can actually like hear yourself thinking. Here where we live in South Buffalo, it's just so hectic and loud and busy, and it's so nice to get away sometimes. We really appreciate that when we can. And on top of that, we'll be super excited to bring our little girl next summer too. She'll be about 6 months old next June and July-ish. I'm just very excited for next year's events because I think it's going to be so much fun, like baby wearing and all of that stuff. I don't know what else is up for this weekend. David and I both typically work weekends. David does construction, both for himself and for a company, and I'm a realtor. I haven't mentioned that before. I am a real estate agent. So a lot of my schedule is after hours, like 5 p.m. at night, and on weekends. A lot of Sundays spent out and about with my clients running around. This weekend, we actually don't have anything planned, again, which is kind of amazing. David, I know, is going to work on some little projects that he has. I'm going to try and do something for the baby's room. We've been waiting to paint her dresser, which will be a fun project. We've sanded it. It's all prepped now, so I got the go-ahead to paint that. And the nice thing about the dresser, I'm super excited, it used to be David's baby dresser. David's father got a kit for it and built it for him when he was a baby. So it's kind of a hand-me-down of my husband's to our daughter, and we're just very excited that we can use those, not even heirlooms, but memorable pieces of furniture for our children. My mom saved everything for me. Rocking horses, a little table my grandpa built. Those are the things that I love. Like hardy furniture and toys that will last generations and generations. I love the idea of telling our daughter, like, hey, this was mommy's, and having that little like nostalgic moment. I'm a huge advocate for reuse, reuse, reuse. I'm constantly remaking furniture, sanding, painting furniture, fixing this, fixing that. I just love reusing stuff. As you can tell with my wedding, I hate buying new. And it's not that I hate buying new, it's just, one, I love to save money. Two, it usually ends up looking better. I love old furniture. We do have a lot to do for her nursery, so eventually we will be painting the walls, the floors even. We have hardwood floors upstairs and they are already lacquered, so we're going to paint those again to seal up anything. And the windows. So the windows are super important. Now my realtor is going to come out of me. So this house was built in 1930. Any house that's built after 1968 definitely has lead-based paint in it, and that's something that I'm very serious about. We're gonna do that. That's a main project for me. That's not even a project for me so much because I don't want to be scraping and breathing in all that junk. So that's sadly a project that my husband's gonna take over. Sorry, David. That's something that is a great tip for anybody who's pregnant. Think about your windows. Think about where you live. If they do look cracked and crinkled and there's lots of chips, wood chips coming off of your windows, it's probably lead-based paint. So you might want to ask your landlords if you're pregnant to scrape and paint that area. A big population of our houses are older built, which is awesome because I love the historic houses, but they do have the lead-based paint in them, so that we do have to correct that before we have babies. Another thing that I'm talking to my doctors about and that David and I are going through is our birth plan. I can share with you our birth plan. It's really simple. I just downloaded it from Pinterest actually. It's nice to think about the options that are available for you or things that you absolutely don't want done. So David and I are playing with the ideas of doing childbirth naturally or without assistance, without any pain medication or an epidural. That's probably going to be a last minute call for us. Because I typically do well with pain management. I've had 2 surgeries, and prior and post-surgery I was not on any meds. So we have talked about delayed cord clamping, which we are definitely going to do. If you don't know what that is, Google it up. Delayed cord clamping is when they delay to clamp the cord and cut it until the umbilical cord has stopped pulsing. So all those nutrients and last bits of blood will go into our daughter instead of wasted. We were just talking about normal stuff. The epidural, obviously, breastfeeding, how to prepare myself. A lot of studies that I've been reading online are talking about underwire, so I have to do some more research on that because these babies need some underwire. So we're going to figure out what's best for it and prepare myself well ahead of time. And then some silly stuff like prepping our animals for a baby. Caesar loves to bark between 3 and 4 because that's when David comes home from work, and he is just so insistent that somebody's at the door when there's no one at the door. So we got to work on his bark training. The cats, we're going to install a screen door on the nursery so the door can be closed but there can be airflow for it, and the cats can't get in. So that's something that we're going to plan to do soon. Just prepping. We have a lot of extra prepping to do. On top of the fact that our house is consistently under construction. This is an old home. We've been rehabbing it for the past about 4 years. So there's always a project going on. We just finished the half bathroom off of our kitchen. And our poor kitchen, we need to finish up that little project too. So there's just a lot on our minds and a lot on our hearts that we're gonna try to tackle in the next month, 2 months. Because once September hits, David's parents are both teachers, they're off. They've been helping us a little. My mom is retiring in August. So come September, I think that we're going to be a little bit busier. We do have the baby shower to plan and all of that little stuff. So we just want to get some of this stuff done before we start taking birth classes and getting back into the normal routine of life. I'm sorry this video wasn't very much. But I did want to share with you our pictures from our sonogram. We're very, very excited that she seems healthy. Everything seemed good. We're just very, very happy parents right now. So we're going to bask in that a little bit and have a nice slow weekend. And we'll be taping throughout. I'll show you next Thursday what we end up getting done. So I think for our next tea time with Ashley, I'm going to go through how to pick out a baby name. David and I do have a baby name picked out for our little girl, and we want to share it with everyone. We're going to come up with some creative way to announce to the world what our baby's name is going to be. We've been keeping tight lips, or trying at least. I've slipped several times. Our immediate family does know because we can't keep anything a secret from them. We haven't shared it on any social media or our distant friends, relatives, etc. We've been waiting to say her name. I keep saying little girl this and little girl that and she and she and she, and it's just, I'm ready to say her name now. So we're very excited to do that. We'll do that next Tuesday then. Like always, please subscribe and hit the like button if you want to follow our journey. If you guys have any tips for me or topics that you hope that I cover, that would be great. And as always,